going on, everybody? I'm JABYBHAI, joined by ACHARAJI.
What's up?
We're at the Novotel Mumbai International Airport, joined by Chintan. I cannot say your last name, so you're going to say it for us.
Okay. So my very first question is, how do you say your last name? Because I know that, so the CH sound is like a ch, right? Ch.
Very near.
But then you've got like a CH, then a
CHH.
CHH.
Yes.
So I'm like, is it
Chintan.
Chintan Rach? So much. What is it?
So much has been going in like literally first 5 seconds, but I'll be like, it's Raj. Surname to suna hoga.
Wait, say that.
Did you get the reference?
No.
Raj. Surname to suna hoga.
In Hindi, nahi.
Shah Rukh Khan left the chat.
You gotta provide subtitles though, Chintan.
Yeah, there's a reference of a movie in which SRK starred, and it's like Raj, naam to suna hoga. That's when I said Raj, surname to suna hoga.
Before we get too deep into this, what do you think of the hotel?
It's a great hotel.
It's a great hotel.
Apparently my gym is here, so...
That's how we met.
So that's
just
the
so y'all guys
story.
know.
That's
we
the
were
story.
working out in the gym, and then Chintan recognized us, and he was like, "Oh my God, Jabby and Achara are here." We're like, "We should do an interview here." It's a lovely place. You should consider staying here if you visit Mumbai. Okay, so where'd you grow up?
So there's a town called Rajkot. It's in Gujarat. It's the neighboring state. So right now you're in Maharashtra. And the neighboring state is Gujarat. In fact, in 1960, both of them were the same states. So,
okay.
Yeah, after 1960, May 1st, I guess I forgot the date. Yeah.
Please continue with this history lesson.
Oh, yes.
Why do they get split up?
I love this fun fact.
And this was not planned, guys. I know it. But yeah, so after 1960, I guess the states were separated.
And how has this affected you as an individual?
So I was born in 1999, so pretty much there was no effect on me. Yeah, actually staying in Gujarat teaches you a lot of things. Firstly, when you come to Bombay, it's like hustle all the time. So you just focus on the quantity of work, sometimes quality also. And when you stay somewhere that is not a metro city in India at least, you get to know stories which are very grounding. And that's where I take my inspiration also from. So I've been grown up listening to stories of Narsi Mehta, who was like one of the renowned writers in Gujarat. He wrote mostly in Gujarati. I read poetries of Mirabai. These are some things that I cannot do right now just because I'm doing several things at a time. So even if like I want to take inspiration, I'd rather take it from the place where I was born in.
Gotcha. So you're super into poetry.
Yeah.
There was a place we were hanging out at just the other night where they do open mic poetry.
Habitat.
The
Habitat.
No. That's not it.
The Prithvi Theatre.
That's one, yes.
Theatre.
Prithvi
Yeah.
Theatre.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
You ever go there and perform?
So I did perform there in 2019. Yeah, that was my third or fourth play because I tried my level best to actually get to perform there, because most of the times what happens is once you start doing theatre, you start doing nukkad nataks here.
Okay.
Yeah, I did Gujarati theatre for 6 years of my life. I started it in 2013, I guess, 2012. 6 years I did Gujarati theatre. Firstly, I did it in Rajkot for like, I think, good 3 years, then followed by some years in Ahmedabad and then Surat. Then finally, when I came here, that's when I started doing Hindi theatre.
Yeah.
And you have to really try hard to get to perform in Prithvis. And now they've started with open mics and all, but it's like a place for theatre.
What was the defining moment for you where you were like, yeah, acting, I have to. This is it. Like, there's no other options.
So because professionally, I thought in 2017, but before that, I think I had a really hard time expressing myself. Most of the times I used to just take information from every source and just stuff it in myself. So somewhere when I felt, okay, now I have to express it. So the first medium that came to me was I used to host assemblies in my school.
That's cute.
Interesting.
Just start the prayer. Now is the time for national anthem, and then I used to be like Saudhan, Vishram, everything. I saw a very drastic change in me because most of the times I was introvert. I was like, I'll just see, I'll observe, I'll be the wallflower. When I used to host assemblies, I was like, I like to project, and I can be some guy which I think I was never capable of. And that's when I thought, what, I can actually do something because it makes me feel a lot of things. Because I think as an artist, which I recognize, okay, fair, I think I'm an artist, I'm not just a guy. You like to feel a lot of things, you like to express, everything you do should have some sort of emotional value to it rather than just, you do it for the sake of doing it. And that's when I felt like, I'm not getting money for it, I'm just doing it, but I love doing it. I want to do it again and again. That's when I thought, okay, let me give it a try. Let me give it like theater at least a try.
Yeah, let's jump forward a little bit. In hanging out with you a little bit, I discovered that you have a particular kind of diet that is,
shit.
you know,
We are
worth
getting there.
talking about. That's how you maintain your shape, and you're young, but still. So
My
what's your
My shape.
yeah? Well, so what is your diet? What is your routine?
Mostly it's raw fruits, raw veggies.
Okay.
I was on a fruitarian diet when I was shooting for class.
Okay.
Like complete fruit diet for nearly a year, and I did a juice fast for it like literally 69 days. I had to do it for 70 days, but for just making it cool, I did for 69 days.
Oh, I see. The number is that's clever.
Yeah.
Okay.
The symmetry I'm talking
But
about.
what is your diet right now?
Mostly raw veggies, raw fruits, gluten free.
And you have intermittent fasting you do?
Some days I do, but I don't really need to fast because most of the times I eat so less and I'm just fasting, in a way.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so gluten free, vegan, no gluten for sure.
Now, you mentioned class,
Yeah.
your claim to fame. Tell us about your character in this show a little bit.
Farooq Manzoor is the name, and he comes from a very middle class family based out of Kashmir. After a lot of things that happened there, he travels to Delhi with his parents and sister, and then due to circumstances, firstly he tries to help his Abu.
Okay, for the 3 white people watching this video, what's an abu?
Abu, oh shit.
Grandpa.
Okay.
No, it's
No, dad.
yes.
Okay.
What's an Abu? That's the highlight of the video we got, guys. What's an Abu? Yeah. The business was not working out well. The shawls were not really selling. So I resorted to one more thing, and that is selling drugs, because drugs were selling.
Yes.
And I was getting a lot of money, so why not? So it was for a cause that, I want to help my dad, Abu. But one thing that I was struggling with was my sexuality, because firstly, it's a taboo back where I was from. And here too, it's a taboo here too. And in fact, in my religion too, it's a taboo.
Yeah.
So I was actually tick marking every box of, let's say, my life was just fucked.
Now we're talking about your character.
Yeah, of course,
Okay.
of course. Yeah, every. But I don't do any of these things, guys. I don't sell drugs. I don't. Yeah, that was my character, and I eventually fall in love with this very cute schoolboy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Don't give everything away. 'Cause
Okay.
we
Yeah, that's
still,
because you guys
everyone
have to
still
watch
needs
it.
to
Let's roll back a little bit. I've been noticing in Bollywood. Are you okay with that term?
Yeah, so you can call it Hindi cinema, but I'm okay with any.
So let's go with Hindi cinema. In Hindi cinema, I've been noticing this what do you call it? A trend, if you will, of exploring this particular topic in movies. Rajkumar Rao did this, Manoj Bajpayee did this, of a character that is dealing with that in some capacity. And it seems like it's still controversial in India.
Yeah.
And so it's, it's growing pains for I guess the country, if I'm allowed to say that. And my reason for asking this is, was it at all difficult for you to take on this role knowing that this is a controversial kind of thing?
Not really. I'm telling you, very honestly, I never had a second thought when I did it. The only thought I had was, okay, because my parents, they are a bit conventional, so what would their reaction be? Yeah, the only part was that. But when you mention all of these things, this being a taboo here, still we are being progressive. I didn't think about that, honestly, because firstly, it was a platform. Netflix as a platform, we generally make things look like they're pretty aesthetically done. The aim was not to make this a thing, where we are dealing with, this is, the character is homosexual. He's a guy, he's dealing with a lot of stuff. At the same time, he's homosexual. So that was the vibe.
Yeah, it's not the focal point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the character is more human rather than, this being on spotlight. This was also a spotlight, but the spotlight went 2 different places also. Yeah.
Gotcha. That's interesting. And so after the show came out, did you experience anything negative as a result? Everything's been positive and nothing but love? I'm just curious about the effects of that. No one's throwing tomatoes at you?
Because sometimes people associate the character with the actor.
Yeah.
But then it's like, no, I'm an actor. It's my job to pretend to be other people that are not me.
Some people take it so seriously, even in America. There was this guy who was on NYPD Blue, which is a famous television show in America, and someone turned themselves in to an actor, cop, because he was trying to confess a crime. You know what I'm saying? Because he believed this guy was actually a cop.
Comparing to that, I think, as you know the saying, because I did that character, love wins. So most of the time I received love.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And in fact, I'm telling you, a lot of people DM'd me saying that I came out because of your character to my parents.
Oh, wow.
And that was one of the biggest wins to me. Okay, you'll get an award or you might not get an award, but you'll always get a good DM that makes you feel nice.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's my reward for me, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after class, what's next for you?
You might see me in a lot of OTT things as of now. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll see what happens. Yeah.
It's the most ambiguous answer.
Yeah.
Lots of things.
Yeah.
Lots of things.
Yeah.
I'm so curious as well because when I was stalking your IMDb, you've done a lot of theater, but then class is like your first credit, at least that I see on IMDb, right? So I'm assuming it's your first TV, movie, whatever credit.
That's
and
when you
you
see
got,
me and hello, yo, Chintan. This is Chintan. Yeah.
And you got a lead role. This doesn't happen to everyone. Most people kind of have to work through the ranks of like, I had one line, like, here's your coffee, sir, or whatever. And then they do that for several years.
I had that in theater for several years, but not for the movies. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, what's the secret? How did you just kind of win over casting and be like, you know what? I've not led a movie or a show before.
Step 1, be 6'3". Step 2, be absurdly handsome. Step 3,
you have a great voice. No, I think all of this plus a great aura would really help.
You do have a really, really nice aura.
Yeah, you do.
That's cool that you know that.
I don't believe that, but my manager, he says that I have a great aura.
No, you do.
Yeah, and I'm like, do you really believe in that? Because
No, I think you have a quality of putting people at ease.
I'm very uneasy, man.
Really?
All the time.
Spill the tea.
Yes, spill the tea, quite literally. But I think I'm in chaos with me all the time. Like I have several minds inside me who are like every single mind is guiding me. Okay, you should do this, you should do that. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, what should I actually do? You face this question somewhere. You doubt every single thing that you're trying to do. But at the same time, you have a certain sense of confidence that okay, this might work out. So that's where I stand in.
But none of that reads. Yeah. All we see is chill guy.
It's not Chintan, it's Chiltan.
Chiltan, yeah. So you just walked into the audition with your nerves or whatever, and then you're like, I'm chill. Also, I have an amazing aura, and you're gonna pick me.
But the audition procedure for this was pretty different. Like I was briefed for 45 minutes for this character, which never happens in general. Like you get a brief for 5 minutes, but then it's more like, now do the scene and then next audition. For this particular role, I was literally briefed for 45 minutes. The casting director asked me about my life. Okay, what was your life like before this? What did you do? What are you pursuing right now? What's your age? Everything. So he sort of wanted to know if the guy matches the vibe of the character also somewhere nearby. So when we had this chat and then he gave me the script and he's like, okay, now read the script and now forget it. Now you do it the way you want to do it. And this was pretty, I love this sort of procedure because this is more spontaneous and I can really put my heart out if it is not planned. If it's planned, then I might be like, okay, I have to stick to the plan. If not, like if a thing goes left and right, I'll be like, oh shit, we have to do it again.
Has this spoiled you for other auditions where you're like, where's the 45-minute Q&A so I can get into this character?
Now these guys give me a brief of 1 hour minimum.
Very nice.
Also, one burning question that seems to pop up on your Instagram a lot. What is your curly hair routine?
Man, seriously, I'll tell you. So it starts with you waking up, loving yourself.
Oh, come on, for reals.
Eating a lot of fruits, guys. Eat healthy. Don't indulge in a lot of just random fast food eating things. I really believe if you have a clean diet, your skin will be nice, your hair will be nice. At the same time, you should have a hair artist to take care of it.
But if you don't have a hair artist, what do you do? Or how was your hair before then? Was it just like...
I think it was pretty much the same. Now it's more shaped and it's more defined. But mostly it's like this only. I look like some... here what we call, like my mom calls me Jalla. Jalla means like a guy who looks like he's from the streets. Yeah, because of this hairstyle. Because back where I stay, people actually comb hair and like apply a lot of oil and make sure that it's properly combed. If you have seen it. In Gujarati, we call it pathi. Pathi.
Okay.
Pathi. Yeah, so pathi means you really comb your hair, you decrease it to the volume of 12% from 100%.
What?
Yeah, like literally it looks like, okay, it's just there.
Oh,
it's so sleek.
Okay.
Yeah, and I used to do that when I was in school.
Oh.
Yeah. And yeah, that was pretty fine. I think that is my, that's where my hair strength came from because I applied oil every single day of my life for 8 years.
So you did Pathan every day.
Pathan.
You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Make sure to follow Chintan on the social media. Watch his show Class. And keep a lookout for everything he's got coming up. Stalk him on IMDb and Instagram.
And Instagram, you guys.
Y'all be good. I'm JABYBHAI. This is
Achara Kirk.
And that is
Chintan Rachchh.
Peace out.